Ask you directly Sonia Cillavi to come here, and her presentation will be about performative spaces and the body as interface.
So I choose this title because it highlights which are my interests. So as you see, I work with space in its physical sense. I work with body as an interface, as a biological system, and I work with interaction. I might make just a little bit of background, so then I will show some work of mine. So I was trained as an architect, and I never was interested in how we build the space, but actually how we can experience space, and how we reconstruct internal and external worlds, especially emotionally, by our sensory system. I hate to speak in microphone. In what I'm interested is how sensory inputs enable consciousness to map the world around us. I'm really convinced that that's, the only way we know and we have experience is because we are located in space and time, and that's the only reference we have ourselves. It's a very egoistic way of thinking about reality, but in fact it is what it is. And then we could feel alone, but that's why I'm interested in how we interact with each other. So I have, what I do actually, I create mechanisms. I try to create emotional and communicative space where this mechanism of consciousness, perception, and identity can emerge. So then we can experience more about us and understand a bit more who we are. And it's not to try to justify our existence, it's just to engage in existence as human being. So, to reveal emotional states. Why? Individual being does not emerge in isolation. I hope everybody agree on that. So I said I work in performative spaces, and I might maybe not be linked to what I wrote, but I am being an architect. When you study architecture, especially at my age, they will say to me to inject form in space, for example. So rationally, I could decide from a white paper to draw and to form, right? My idea of space has always been very different. Space is a generator of shapes. I might listen to it. And space is not the empty void, actually is the location where the most complex fluctuation of energy are happening, right? So my idea of architecture was a bit different. In fact, I left that university to go to study somewhere else. So as I write here, the space is not an inert receiver, it just doesn't wait for you to shape forms in there, but it says a lot. And if you think that electromagnetic waves are everywhere, space is telling you what needs to be shaped. The digital domain is the best space where you can start to shape if you agree with such statements. Movement comes before space in this context. I showed this because this is my first, the model I feel attached to is my first model of architecture. And as you see, is an application of evolutionary computer strategy to generate a continuous form in response to environmental criteria. What this means, this model grows from an algorithm. It's the model that answers to the question, what's about if this meta, if everything could interact with the waves that are around us? So what's about something solid could interact with the ocean waves? And that's the result of the algorithm.